Today, we're going to dive into the CBB Slate, craft up a winner in this bowl game for tonight, and let's cash another squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. A kid in full hockey fit pulls up and sits right in front of you, and you can't see a thing. This might be more of a me guy move than just bringing your glove to a game. At least your glove is not right in the people behind you's face. I'm not trying to grow my bones anymore. My bones are grown, bro. I don't need to drink milk. I'm not a baby. You know who drinks milk? Babies and children. I don't put milk in my coffee. I drink black coffee like a grown-up. He ain't throwing a pick. If I could speak another language, I'd say it in that one too. It's time to dust off old Krabs again, take the less than half a pick, and f***ing cash would be tonight. Tail it, fade it, I don't give a I'm making money on it. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Tuesday, episode 826 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Pikkit Sports. If you are not using Pikkit Sports every single day, and you bet on sports, if you love sports and you're not using Pikkit Sports, what are you doing? Start using Pikkit every single day, like me, like Jovan, like the rest of the Bookit Squads. Go check it out yourself. I promise once you do, you're going to use that puppy every single day, just like us, W Pickets. You guys follow us on Pikkit. You saw that the squad ride last night was free as ma. The Steelers on the spreads, W Squad rides.
Beautiful.
W Squad ride, W Pikkit, W Goots, W Graphic. Sure.
Absolute knuckening.
It's really, we were talking about it on stream last night. I think it's probably the best system in all the lands.
Yeah.
Fading what Steelers fans have to say about their team.
Yeah.
100% success rate.
It's pretty crazy. Like
100%.
Every fan base, our fan base included, we have our weeks. We don't know our teams. We had one last night, but I mean, Steelers fans every week.
Yep.
It's incredible. Bet on the Dolphins.
Just do the opposite of what the Steelers fan says. If the Steelers fans are bought in, which is very rare, and they say they're going to win, you fade them, you make some coins. If the Steelers fan is moping and acting like their team is the Jacksonville Jaguars for some reason and acting like their team is terrible and doesn't make the playoffs every season, you take the Steelers and you make coins, and that's the exact boat we were in last night. So, W-Rav, appreciate Steelers Nation for making that one nice and easy. W Squad Rides, great job, chat. Clicking the right buttons and voting for the correct play there on the Steelers spread. For the squad rides, let's stay hot. Okay, we are 11-4 in December. 11-4, knock on wood. 11-4. So let's stay hot. Let's keep moving and grooving. Let's keep doing whatever we're doing because it's working. All right, chat, let's see what goats are up and moving right now. We got Vegas Tom plays resubbing. W Vegas Tom, you're him. Let's go Vegas Tom. Sure. W's. We got Hey Fades getting involved. Steelers bang. W Hey Fades. Brian C, 50 stream streak. Goat. Adrian, 20 stream streak. Goat. Appreciate you guys. W resubs. W stream streaks. Please tell me you saw the right state line today. We're going to talk about it, Kyle B. We're going to talk about it. Craziest line of the college basketball season. Yep. Squad ride is funding Christmas, folks. Sure. Boss Jones is all but confirmed. Sign to the Chaos. Ron saying, wow. Interesting signing from the Chaos there. Okay.
I get an MLB comp on that.
Aaron Judge.
Well,
he's a big boy. He's a bruiser.
I mean, yeah,
I just
but
meant like the
he's
move.
not as good.
Oh, the move.
Significance of the move.
I mean, Miles Jones has been on probably the most teams of any PLL player.
Yeah.
He's
might bounced around a lot.
Yeah.
He's one of the OGs. He's one of the GOATs that was, there for the first year of the league. I'd say it's like, who's a good power bat that's been around baseball for
Cody
a
Bellinger.
while? He's probably better than Cody Bellinger in the PLL
Cody
world.
Bellinger's a pretty good player.
Yeah, he is.
He's won an MVP.
Yeah, he's like Kyle Schwarber bouncing around town.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good comp.
If Schwarber bounced around town. Yeah.
That's a pretty good comp. Yep. Crawford in the NBA, that's disrespectful. Come on, too easy. Come on. Krabs' silence about Polanco signing for $40 million is deafening. Deafening. Yeah, I really just don't give a hoot about Polanco. I know he had a great year last year, but I'm not ringing the bells about Mr. Polanco. Okay. All right. Dubs. Zay says, my picks have been selling. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday and see how we did overall. We've been absolutely on fire. Somehow Zay he smells like a zoo. He says he's about to get evicted. Hasn't hit a parlay in months, as we literally hit a sharp report 4-man last night. Although it was a 3-man. Shout out Kevin Love. We literally hit a parlay last night. And we hit one last week. So I don't know what Zay Saz is talking about. But I don't think we're able to help him, to be honest with you, after reading that chat. So pretty funny timing there after a legacy day yesterday. Not a single loss in sight from old Krabs. Sure.
All 3 of those book wagers. Just.
I mean, they were all just free as hell.
Yeah. Pistons game never even sniffed going over. Wyoming won by $75 billion, and so did the Steelers.
Those plays were all free as heck. As heck.
Those were.
And if you got Jordan Walsh late, like I did, like a lot of people did, right after BTL, he got bumped up to 8.5. You cashed. You cashed.
I did get the 8.5. Actually, thank you, Krabs.
W transparency, though, and W. Getting the 8.5. W transparency, though, we count that as a push on this show. A lot of people out there probably count that as a win, considering most people in the chat probably did cash on it. But nope, we are men of integrity on this show. And yeah, that is a 4-0-1 day from old Krabs Jovan. 2-2-1. Not too shabby. We take that.
Yeah,
we take that. And then Meraki just has to come in and just have atrocious vibes. You lost units last week. So I'll be honest, Meraki, I don't really think I did. So unless you have a Google Doc.
I don't think that's true.
Unless you have a Google Doc with every single play I took yesterday or last week, excuse me. Yeah, I just do not agree one bit. I mean, the sharp reports were piping hot last week. So the squares are hitting right now at an alarming rate. The straight bets are hitting as well. So, Rocky, you can keep those negative vibes to yourself because we don't have time for it today. We don't have time for it today.
Especially when Sade's coming in and busting 5.
What a 5-unit whale from Sade. Sure.
The goats.
Let's go, Sade. Atta boy. Appreciate you, Beast. W. Sade. W. Sade. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Let's move. We got the king of the board, the recap as well, I believe. Kevin Love didn't play. Is that really a push?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That sucks. Because a push kind of counts as a loss, really, in this game.
We've had an unusual amount of pushes on King of the Board.
We've
lately.
had some King of the Board pushes. It sucks because he didn't even. The square was so good, he didn't even step on the floor. It was actually too good.
Floor. I don't know what the story was there. But
it was too good of a play where he literally did not see the court.
It's also kind of disrespectful. Kevin Love.
I mean, he had the best game of the season.
Best game he's had
playing the next day.
Eons, and you don't even let him step on the court next game?
Brutal.
Insanely disrespectful.
Brutal. Jay Thorpe, I agree, man. And I know most people with brains that work think like that. So I appreciate you saying it, though. Anyone that says Krabs is the worst gambler has to have just be the absolute worst gamblers themselves. Yes. Yes. Great way to put it. Great way to put it. All right. Dubs, the one and only Casper coming in with a 75 stream streak. That is the longest streak I've ever seen. Ever. 75 stream streak. Not 70, not 60, not 50. 75.
My God.
That is absurd. Absolutely absurd. Wow.
Just.
Wow. All right. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Some pushes happened due to this.
Yeah, that's fair from Pega.
Yeah.
You're betting bench players, they might not come in.
Yeah, we're not taking fucking Jalen Brunson SGA.
You charge it to the game. When you're taking weird, shitty players, weird shit happens.
Save some cap.
Weird shit happens. Speaking of betting on weird, shitty players and teams, we're going to have to do that today because the slates, I mean, it's a Tuesday, but it's no college basketball Super Tuesday.
No,
that's for sure.
It's a horse knuckle Tuesday.
We've got one NBA Cup game. That's a sick game.
Good game. Great game.
Right? We've got one college football game. We got football today on a Tuesday, so we can't complain. And a bunch of college basketball games that are just dog shit. But we're going to make do, and we're going to find you guys some winners. We already have. So get ready. We're going to hop in, do some sell jobs here in a moment. But before we do, I want to plug the website. I had 2 article winners last night. Scoots, I don't know if it's too late or if we can show the people the article, maybe scroll through. But had 2 winning article plays yesterday. And if you guys are not checking out the Bookit website daily, I don't know what to tell you. We got articles on that puppy. We got injury updates. If you're looking to see who's injured on any teams, you could check and click on the game and see the injury reports for each game. You can check scores. You can check stats. You can check and watch streams. You can actually chat in the Twitch stream on the Bookit website, which is pretty damn cool. You can check the Surge streams standings when Trent actually does his stream. You can read articles on there from all the Bookit creators. There is a ton of content on the Bookit website, and we've got a lot of plans to add even more content to the website as well. So get comfortable starting to check out the Bookit website on a daily basis, and you can always just watch the stream on the Bookit site. How about Mike Tomlin being the greatest coach of all time on a Monday night?
Yeah.
Best Monday night coach of all time.
Classic Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
Just love to see it.
W Steelers -3 play. That was free as heck. And then I had another play yesterday as well, taking A-Chain less than half a touchdown. And that was, I mean, it really doesn't get much more freer than that. So
yeah, that was just
a great wager. W A-Chain, who had a great game, but did not find the end zone, just as I suspected. Goots, do me a favor. Go to the homepage of the website and show the people what they see when they type in bookitsports.app on the internet. They see us right up there on the screen. How about that? Hey, guys. Sure. That's us right there on the website. And you can check it out, and you can literally watch the stream on the website if you prefer. You can type in the chats on the websites. It's pretty cool. You can go back and watch old streams. You can click on it. It'll take you to YouTube, and you can watch the show. Whatever you prefer, but make sure you guys are throwing the bookitsports.app website into your daily repertoire. And just keep it up on your laptop, honestly, because we're going to have some more articles up there today. I'm going to have one up there this afternoon, probably for the bowl game or maybe a college basketball play. There's a college basketball play tonight that I'm just absolutely in love with. I cannot wait to talk about it.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
Right there
and
with
you. Could probably take a guess at what it is. If you know me, if you know how I bet, you could probably guess in the chats what play I'm so excited. Yeah, check the Survivor pool real quick because I think we only have 7 people left in the normal Survivor pool. And we actually have winners now in the GOAT pool that I need to reach out to, which is the player one, right? So we had 2 guys left in the player one last week. They both lost this past weekend, which means they actually both win. So they're going to chop it up. They'll split the pot for that. And then we've got 7 people left, I believe, in the normal Survivor pool. There it is.
Here we go.
Boom. Yeah, 0 people left in the GOAT pool. So we finished up that puppy. Wow. Pretty cool. Matt Gauthier said, wait, what? What are you confused about, bro? Said I had marks? What are you talking about? Did that not count? What do you mean, bro? Matt Gauthier, DM me. I'm confused because the site should work. So DM me on X. But yeah, I think the pool is done. There was only 2 people left in it. I don't think it was you, Matt. 2 people left in that puppy, and they both picked 2 losers last week.
Might have been. I forget what the scoring issue was because I saw fantasy people bitching about it.
Oh, Matt Gauthier, you did win. I apologize. Matt Gauthier, apologize for getting you all riled up there. Yeah, you were one of the 2 winners that split the pot. So, yeah, you and Brandon Artigue. He's in here as well. Okay? Dubs. That did count, Matt. But I don't think he scored.
Yeah. He scored. He had like the fumble recovery thing that people were bitching about. I don't know what the scoring issue was, like what it was scored as on like fantasy, but there was some controversy there.
Technically, he did not score on the stat sheet, but that's interesting.
Yeah, because they had like the fumble because they snapped it back to the backfield. It was supposed to be a little snap to CJ Stroud, and he picked it up and ran it in and jumped over.
That's an interesting debate. Of course, it can never be easy, and now we got to probably look into that. But that's interesting. Should that count as a touchdown? It doesn't if you go look at his stats. He has no touchdowns in that game. But I hear you. Yeah, I got to figure out what we're going to do for that. Sketchy on that fumble that he recovered. Okay. Probably going to count it as no, and then you'll split the pot. But I'm going to look into that and see what the best thing is to do. I'll talk with our guys. All right. Awesome. We recapped everything. We did Squad Ride. We did Sharp Report. We did King of the Board. Are we ready to hop in for today's plays and dive into some winners? Yep.
Of course.
Let's do it. W ran dope as well. 50 stream streak. Those do not grow on trees. Those do not grow on trees. Well, he literally scored a touchdown. Well, Sour Cream, Kareem, how about you Google his stats and tell me if he scored a touchdown, because it says he didn't. Okay? I got to figure that out. It's never easy. All right, awesome. Let's dive into today's winners.
Get it.
Starts out with Wright State. You guys see that line for today?
Get it.
When is the ice ban lifted? I think Thursday. Why is Wright State a favorite? Why is Wright State a favorite against undefeated 10-0 Miami of Ohio? And Miami of Ohio has been a team in the last couple of years that just does not respect coins whatsoever. And they typically they're the team that's fake sharp, and they never come through. This spot, they're not the fake sharp, or they're not the sharp-looking team. Wright State is, who is 5-6. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games, and they are favorites against undefeated 10-0 Miami of Ohio. So that's insane. That line is ridiculous. And both these teams have been great against the spread, don't get me wrong. Both teams only have 2 losses against the spread this entire season. So Wright State might not be winning games, but they are certainly covering. And yeah, they've been great against the spread. They've also been great against Miami of Ohio in recent years. They haven't lost to Miami of Ohio in more than 5 years. So this team has Miami of Ohio's number. I don't know what it is, but this Horizon League squads typically plays pretty good ball against Miami of Ohio. And we're going to hope they do that again tonight when they're sitting at 5-6 as favorites against the undefeated Red Hawks, which is just absolutely absurd. So if you guys have not watched this Wright State team, they have a really good freshman, Michael Cooper, 6'3" kid from Indiana. He's kind of a bucket. He averages more than 15 points per game. For the Raiders, he's actually coming off of a 22-point game. He had a 23-point game against Green Bay as well. W, step back hard in with the subby. You're him. Appreciate you step back hard in 26 months. You're a goat. But yeah, this kid, Michael Cooper, is a bucket freshman. He'll be playing at Duke or UNC next year, probably. Kid's way too good to be playing in the Horizon League, in my opinion. We'll back him. We'll back the Raiders as favorites with a under 500 record against the undefeated Miami of Ohio Red Hawks. Insane line. Has to be done. I don't make the rules.
Don't make the rules,
Nope.
and I'm right there with you.
Okay.
I'll be taking Wright State too.
Yep.
And I generally, I guess, I don't say try to stay away from the super obvious ones, but like I'll leave those to you, and I know I'm tailing. But this one feels a lot more like USF, Utah State. I don't know if you were here for that, but similar type vibe, except it was their first road game. They were undefeated, and some obvious regression spots coming. Listen to the schedule for Miami, Ohio. So, Old Dominion, Trinity, Illinois, non-D1, Air Force, Mercyhurst, Pine Bluff, Greensboro, another non-D1 in Indiana, Maine, UNC Asheville, and Eastern Kentucky. That schedule is not only atrocious, but for Miami, Ohio, who's been one of the better three-point shooting teams, super efficient in college basketball so far, those are all horrid three-point defenses. And I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that they're going to face a gauntlet of one tonight. They're not playing fucking prime Houston or anything like that. But one that I guess has had their spurts of unlucky as well. So like if there's a spot for regression, especially for a team that's not only played the schedule, but they haven't really played very many road games out of that schedule, which is irregular for a team like that to not be on the road or at least neutral sites for a lot of these games. You're probably going to see it now, which is why they're dogs in this game. So I think this is a perfect spot for it.
Yep. Has to be done. We don't make the rules. We just follow them. What's up, Tinlin210? Good to see you lurking in the chat. Krabs about to book a flight to Dayton to visit the Nutter Center. Yeah, weirdest name for an arena.
Nutter.
The Nutter Center.
They got Red Panda playing there tonight.
No, they don't.
The way you know Red Panda's schedule.
They posted a graphic about it.
They actually do?
Yes. Red Panda at the Dayton Forest
Red
State
Panda at the Nutter Center tonight.
Yep. Cinema.
That's just.
Huh.
Truthfully just.
Wait, Red Panda's doing the Wright State game or the Dayton game?
The Dayton game.
So not even this game.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. If she was doing the Wright State game, that'd be
She will
weird.
not be at the Nutter Center tonight.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't blame Red Panda for getting involved in a Dayton game. They have Deshane Montgomery on their team, so she probably wants to see him play. Absolute stud who went to the Mounts. All right. Awesome. Let's move. W Wright State collab. Looks like we have another collab on the board as well, Jovan. Wow.
Yeah.
When's the last time we had a double collab? Maybe never.
Probably never.
Yeah, probably not much.
Maybe never.
Witnessing history, folks.
This might be history. Jacksonville State on the money line. Look, guys, I don't want to sit up here and tell you that betting bowl games is easy. Nothing betting is easy. Okay, nothing in life that is good is easy. And I'll tell you right now, this one's not going to be easy. But betting bowl games, typically, if you're leaning into steam, you have success. And the more steam, the more line movement there is, the better off you typically are. I forget what the trend is exactly, but from a couple years ago, I think it was, spreads that moved more than 4 points in bowl games hit at like 70%. And that's certainly something that if you follow the bowl games, you will notice that there's a lot of line movement, a lot of guys opting out, especially now in the Big 2-5 with the transfer portal, with NIL. A lot of these guys are probably not going to play in their bowl games. Some of them might be playing and might be more motivated to return to their school or put on a good game on their film, on their tape. So a lot of moving parts, I guess is the right way to put it, in bowl games. And typically, the way the lines move in is a pretty good indicator of how the game's going to go. Well, Jovan, Jacksonville State opened up a +3 dog in this bowl game, and they've since moved to a favorite. The line has moved 4.5 points. They're now -1.5 on the spread against Troy. And unless John Summerall is walking back through that door, going back to his the school he was at a couple years ago, I'm not liking the chances here for the Troy football team tonight in this bowl game on ESPN with that line move. So go ahead and give me Jacksonville State. Give me the best player on the field in this game in Cam Cook. He's literally an NFL running back, and I think Jovan will talk about him in a moment. Very, very excited to lock in Jacksonville State, a team that really impressed me so far this season. A team I was betting on a lot when they had Rich Rod as their coach the last couple years, because they were kind of like a shiny new toy, and they were better than, Vegas knew they were, I guess, for 2 seasons is the right way to put it. I've been very impressed by their ability to not die after they lose Rich Rod to West Virginia, and they're sitting at 8-5 so far this season. Pretty impressive season for Jacksonville State. Very impressive for them to keep Cam Cook on the roster for this year as well, when he certainly could have transferred to West Virginia. I don't know what the deal is with that, but surprised that he stuck around. And it was to his benefit because the guy has 150 yards on the ground every game. So this team has not heard no bell. They did not finish the season extremely strong. So that's something we got going for us. I don't want to make this too public or too square of an angle here. They did lose 2 of their last 3 games heading into this contest. And I'll take Jacksonville State down there in Montgomery, Alabama in the Crampton Bowl, I believe is what this one is, the Salute to Veterans Bowl. I'll take Jacksonville State catching 4.5 points of line movement. Take him on the ML and back the best player on the field in Cam Cook.
Yeah, Cam Cook last year, 1 game over 60 rushing yards. You know where he was, or 2 games, sorry. Know where he was last year?
Where?
TCU.
Wow.
Actually, thanks, Sonny. Appreciate that.
Wow.
Appreciate it. Not today, though. But yes, double collab with you. Short slate, so really didn't have too much of a choice. But Troy, I like leaning into it. Makes perfect sense for the matchup, regardless of the health or the opt-outs or anything. Their defense is very respectable. It's always like that, even with Summerall or years past, or really whichever unit's out there year to year. They've been really solid. This year's a little different, though, and the fact that their secondary is actually really good, more than respectable there. But the run defense is not good, which is very atypical of a Troy defense and a Troy team. Probably the worst matchup they could have gotten out of any of these same level teams that they would end up facing in the bowl game. Not only do you get to face Cam Cook, but I know you don't love the guy's rushing yards, but you get to face a very mobile quarterback too that they'll have some designed runs for, no matter if he doesn't hit his number or not. And you really don't have much in the air attack that you need. So, sure, they'll try to load the box and stop the run. That's one of their big sore spots of the defense. They're not stupid. They're in the coach's film room as we are. But how are you going to do it? Especially being that on the other side of the ball, I don't know who's going to start at quarterback because Goose Crowder got hurt in that last game and he was in a walking boot. They're saying that he might play today. Who knows? But he's going to either be playing slightly injured and behind an offensive line that already sucks and is down multiple linemen in this game, or you're going to go to the other guy, Tucker Kilcrease, who looks like Colorado Shador in the pocket.
Yeah.
Also behind a battered offensive line. So have fun with that. I think this is nucketing.
Okay. Yep. That's probably why the line is moving, although they're saying Crowder practiced in full ahead of the bowl.
Yeah, they're saying everything is pointing to him playing. I don't know how. He was literally in a boot, but I honestly would rather him play than not. He's going to get destroyed behind that offense.
Yep. We'll talk a little bit more about Caden Creel, who you mentioned, who should have a decent day on the ground, hopefully not too decent. Talk about that in a little bit for Jacksonville State, but certainly down to fade Troy and fade their banged-up QB. If he's playing and the line's moving this much towards Jacksonville State, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like, the line looks like he's not going to play. If he does, and Jacksonville State's catching 4.5 points of steam, that's pretty weird, I would say.
Pretty
All right.
weird.
W Subby coming in from Tinlin 210, giving KP legit a tier 1 month sub. W Tinlin 210, you're him. We appreciate you, beast. Appreciate you, beast. Awesome. W sub. Let's keep moving here. Got one more straight bet here for you guys. Tinlin 210 giving that's Rito a subby as well. Let's go, Tinlin 210. Attaboy. Attaboy. We appreciate you. Dubs. Awesome. All right. Got one more straight bet for you guys. And this one is my favorite. Jovan, why in the heck are the Towson Tigers from Gootsville in Baltimore, why are they down to 15.5 on the spread against Kansas in the Allen Fieldhouse from 19.5? Towson.
Yeah.
This isn't, the Ohio Bobcats. This isn't Oakland. This is not a mid-major that's done any damage in the tournament. This is not a respected mid-major. Well, by those who know ball, they might respect him a hair. And those who know Tejada on this team, Tyler Tejada on Towson, who debatably might be the best player on the floor in this game. Check the stats, check the data. They might have a little respect for the Towson Tigers. Those who know Coach Scales on Towson, they might have a little respect for the Tigers, right? But them down to 15.5 is just absolutely absurd. I cannot put my finger on it why we're seeing Towson within 16 points on the spread. They should be getting 25 points on the road at Allen Fieldhouse against a Kansas team. Sure, Kansas has lost a couple games this season. Well, they're coming off a pretty big win, to say the least, when they took our coins and beat NC State in their last game on the road when they were weirdly getting no line respect, and they were underdogs in that spot. They've won 4 of their last 5. They're getting back on track. They're ranked. They still have one of the best coaches, if not the best coach in college basketball, and they still have an extremely talented squad. Well, something's up with this line, and I want in. I cannot figure out for the life of me why the heck Towson is only getting 15.5 in this game, and I will happily bet on the Towson Tigers once again. There was an absolute wagon in their pre-conference tournament a couple weeks ago down in Orlando when they lost in the championship to UCSD, a team that's just unbeatable. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that game later tonight when they play Lowell and Marymount. But this Towson team should be getting 20 points at least on the spread, maybe closer to 25 against Kansas on the road. Seeing this down to 15.5 is the weirdest spread I've seen of the college basketball season. They have to be bet on. They're sharp. They're down from 19.5 last night. Give me the Towson Tigers to make this game extremely weird. And if you guys have not watched the Towson Tigers yet this season, you're about to learn all about Tyler Tejada, the best player on the floor in this game.
Shocked there wasn't a certain square on your game from this card.
They didn't have any Kansas squares up there when I looked earlier.
Oh, well, there's one right up here for you now. I'm sure you'll get involved in.
Right.
Mr. Having a Mike's Way, Melvin Council, 14.5 points.
Yep. After a 36 piece? Yep.
I mean, he was seeing.
He couldn't miss.
He could not miss.
And they wouldn't guard the perimeter either. They're just leaving him up.
It was absurd.
It was absurd.
Absolutely absurd.
Shout out Will Wade.
Yeah, he was really struggling. Melvin was busting. Now you get to fade him in. So, go ahead and add that to the Krabs card.
Yep. Trip Meister getting involved with a resub. Sure, 28 months. Trip Meister. You're him. Appreciate the subby, my man.
Goodies.
Yeah, I understand Darren Peterson's probably not going to play still. I get that.
Yeah.
But the spread coming down, like, who else is hurt for this team? I don't understand. Like, why?
I don't know. I think they also they might not get very much line respect. Gouging from the last couple weeks. But you're right. It's still crazy.
Dude, this is Bill Self in Kansas at home.
Yeah.
This is ranked Kansas at home against Towson. And the line is moving 4 points towards the Tigers. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It is stinky. That is a stinky, stinky rat line. Seeing the Towson Tigers at 15.5. All right. That will be my vote for the squad ride for today.
Okay.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
We'll come back to it. Right? And if you know how Towson plays, by the way, they're very physical, slow. They play a lot of defense. So if you're worried about betting on another mid-major against a big physical Kansas team, I'm not too worried about the matchups, to be honest with you. I think Towson can hang with anybody.
Yeah.
Tyler Tejada is a guard for them, and he's 6'8", 6'9", actually. W. Vatsal getting involved with the resub as well. 21 months. Let's go, Vatsal.
Beautiful.
There we go, Vatsal. Sure we can. Sure we can. That'd be hella sharp or an absolute Kansas knucking, no in between. I do agree with you on that, Richie. Probably going to look like the smartest people in the room or the worst, dumbest people in the room.
At the under 8 of the first half, you'll have a pretty good idea.
Yeah, you'll have a pretty good
indication.
indication.
Wrong one.
Yep. That I agree with. All right. Awesome. Jovan, you got one more straight bet here for the peeps? Let's hear it.
Got one more. Got to have some fun, Krabs. I think this South Carolina-Clemson game is going to be fun. I think we're getting points. Frankly, I think South Carolina has a pretty good shot at an upset. Rare. Good South Carolina backing. But
yeah,
they're not stupid. They play very out of control at times. They're like I don't want to compare. They're like a FSU junior. Not as good a three-point shooting team. They're actually a horrid three-point shooting team, but they shoot a bunch of them. They play ISO ball. Thing that kind of is different, because like I talked about this with BYU like last week, and we were talking about that under, and they ended up winning the game just because Devonta took over. But just like those are two slower teams. South Carolina's a little bit faster, but they also play at a more hectic pace. So like I think that game between Clemson and BYU, obviously it was between two better teams. BYU made that a lot different. But BYU, they play ISO ball a lot, but they at least keep it under control. I feel like South Carolina is smart enough to know that they can't get into a half-court game with Clemson, because if they do that, they're going to score 35 points. They're going to have to run in transition at every single opportunity. They're going to have to push to the rim at every single opportunity. Sure, they're going to shoot plenty of threes, and probably going to have to against this team that will kind of let you do that at times, but still a really good three-point defense. They're going to make this game, I think, a transition match, which Clemson, truthfully, has not been very good the couple times they've faced it so far this year, and that's when they start to play fast. Talk about how Clemson plays up and down to the pace of the team that they play. BYU made that a half-court game, a lot of that second half, and slowed down a bunch and just let Devonta go one-on-one. So what did Clemson do in the other half of the court? Slowed it down. They used the whole shot clock in that game. But compare that to the game like with Bama, which I know Bama's Bama, but when they're playing in transition, Clemson is very happy to do so, especially when they have some size advantages from a lot of the guys, whether it's Davidson, whether it's Godfrey, that they can use getting to the rim themselves against a team that probably lets you go to the free throw line because they're very undisciplined defensively as well. So this game screams fun to me. If you've paid attention to like the matchups the last couple years, they've been pretty vastly different, I think, points-wise, but they're always very entertaining matchups. I think you have to go like 3 or 4 matchups back to get one that's been decided by more than like 6 or 7 points. So I think this one's going to be close again, and I think it's going to be because South Carolina comes out and punches Clemson in the mouth early on offense, makes them catch up.
Total moving up is weird as heck as well. How often you see Clemson totals moving up? You could probably throw South Carolina into that as well.
Especially because they just played a relative stinker, I guess, against Mercer, which was their kind of weird sandwich game. I'm mad I didn't like looking back at that, see that spot, but they came back from the Alabama BYU games and had a weird Mercer game in between that was 70 to 63 before this big matchup, and another one looming against Cincinnati this weekend. I mean, it was a letdown spot.
Yep.
I think you're about to see fireworks.
Yep. I'm with you on that. Weirdly high total between those two teams. South Carolina, a team that pretty much relies only on the 3 ball. Probably going to make a lot of them tonight. Okay.
You would think.
I'm in. Chad, you guys want to talk about some prize pick squares? We did not miss a single prize pick square yesterday. You guys ready for us to go over the prize pick squares for the Sharp Report today? I know I am. Also, Goots, big day for you today, man. You got your Spurs hat on. Goots is now an NBA guy.
No.
Chad, I don't know if you guys are hip to this, but
where did that come from?
NBA
heading
guy.
into the apartment last night, you were checking NBA stats.
Rav was asking. I was
checking
just
NBA statistics on your phone. You've really come around to the NBA, Goots. You have. Spurs
Huge
fan.
NBA guy.
When
Big
you-
game tonight, Goots.
When you live with Rav, it's hard not to hear about it, listen
Yeah.
to it, and
You seem very passionate, though, about what you were talking about last night.
well, I mean, I'm a big De'Aaron Fox fan. That's
You
never
are a big
changed.
De'Aaron Fox
I've
fan,
always
yes.
been a De'Aaron Fox fan.
Yep.
Known Fox slurper.
So-
That's fair.
Yep.
You know, NBA Cup tonight, we beat Trent's Thunder. That was pretty fun.
Any
So,
Goots PODs?
I mean, I think the Spurs are dogs by 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a shit wager, but I mean, I'm gonna watch. I'm I don't know. Maybe.
Up to shit, Goots. Are you taking a good POD or not?
I mean, I'm going to take Spurs. Yeah, I'll take Spurs.
Goots POD, Spurs plus 2.5.
There you go.
Go ahead and mark them down.
Spurs plus fucking.
Mark them down. All right, we'll check the splits in that game on Pikkit in a moment. Pikkit. For now, let's go over some squares. Okay? Got a couple squares I love for tonight. And yes, I probably would have had Melvin Council less than 14.5 points on the Sharp Report if that was up before the show today. But that's okay. That ain't no problem. We'll put that in a lineup with something else. Okay? Let's talk about Caden Creel and why he's going less than his 99.5 rushing yards. Well, number one, the chart is extremely green. Number two, it's a popular square in this game. Not a lot of squares are extremely popular in this game. I guess, Cam Cook, who you're going to talk about in a moment, has less than 2,000 tails, and that's the most popular square in this bowl game. So nothing is extremely popular in this game. I don't really think it matters too much seeing those squares on the popular tab for this bowl game tonight. But what I care about most is the Caden Creel rushing yard square that is completely green. He's had over 100 yards in each of his last 5 games. He's had over 100 yards on the ground in damn near every game he's played in this season. So why is he getting bumped down now to 98.5 as well? Go ahead and cash it. Down to 98.5 on Prize Picks. Great to see that. Why is he below 100 already, and why is he moving down? Well, I'll tell you why. This is a bowl game. I don't think Caden Creel is going to go out there and try to be Lamar Jackson and get hurt and risk not starting next season, to be honest with you, especially in the NIL era. So I think he'll be a little more conservative. I also think they're going to hand the ball off to Cam Cook 7 million times in this game. Maybe 8 million, to be honest with you. He might get 8 million carries in this game for Jacksonville State. It's going to be the Cam Cook muckfest. If he goes off for 125, 150 yards, it's going to be tough for Mr. Caden Creel to drop a 100-piece on the ground. So a little too square. Caden Creel's more than rushing yards here. Looking at the chart, knowing ball and knowing how he's done recently, he's been an auto 100 yards on the ground. Well, why is he below that for his rushing yards prop for tonight? Probably because he's going less than on his square, and I would love to get involved and fade Mr. Caden Creel, and hopefully he's more successful in the air and handing the ball off to Mr. Cam Cook. Now, Keldon Johnson. This is a weird square.
Vintage crap. Just no fun.
I wanted to get involved in the Goots Bowl tonight in the NBA game. I settled on Mr. Keldon Johnson, who's had 5 3-pointers in his last 3 games combined. Very, very green recently on that chart. He's up for half a 3-pointer on Prize Picks. Who in their right mind's taking the less than on this? Probably not many people, but guys, this is a big game. This is a cup game. This is a championship. There's millions of dollars on the line in this game, is there not? So you might see a little bit of defense for the first time this season shown in this game. You might see some heart, some effort for the first time in this NBA season, which leads me to believe there's going to be less points and probably less threes for Mr. Keldon Johnson and the rest of the Spurs, along with the Knicks. Like the under in the game, this is my way of backing it. I'll fade this weird green Keldon Johnson 3 square, and I'll back him not to make one after he's made 5 in his last 3 games combined.
Certainty.
Okay?
Just vintage, no fun, and a cup championship.
No fun, no problems.
We come to Krabs for.
No fun, no problems. All right? Now let's hear the Cam Cook sell job. Cut the shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. Because Cam Cook talked about it in the context of the game. They're a run funnel defense.
Yep.
Meaning that you're going to have a really tough secondary, a secondary that just held Alonzo Barnett, even though the game script actually was pretty neutral for the majority of the game. They didn't pull away until late, but they held him under 100 passing yards. And that's probably the best passing attack they've faced the entirety of the season in that conference. And it's been the same story all year. Like, the defensive line is not good. You're also missing some guys there, but defensive line against the run has been spotty at best, and especially give up a ton of yards before contact, which means Cam Cook, if he can bust through a hole, there's probably going to be an extremely explosive run or two in this one. But I love taking squares like this, not just when the matchup's there. Cam Cook's probably a transfer candidate too, so he wants to boost up his resume, but the big kicker, Krabs, you know why I said the number is important? Or didn't want, which as soon as we posted it, or a lot of people started posting it, got bumped up like 10 yards. You know what the single season rushing record of Jacksonville State is?
You've crunched some numbers, huh?
Oh, I've crunched the numbers because you know how many he needs to break it?
125.
129.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, love taking those record motivation stuffs.
Yeah.
And a lot of these bowl games, and it's always like you're gambling on if they really care about it or not. I can guarantee you they care about it. and they're going to feed the fuck out of him until he gets to that point tonight.
Yep. TCU kind of has that little VT thing going on where whenever people transfer, they become the best player in their position.
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's across sports now. It's a lot in basketball too.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, it kind of sucks, but
Yeah,
it is
PJ
what it
Haggerty
is.
is the best player in college basketball, and he was 1 point a frog.
Riding pine. Didn't sniff minutes.
Nope.
Don't understand how. Appreciate that one, Jamie. Same with Jaden Ledee. Turned into a fucking All-American.
Yeah, best player in the country.
It was
These
unreal.
aspects. Yep.
Absolutely unreal.
That's crazy.
But
You
yeah,
know what else
Cam
is
Newton's-
crazy? Tinlin Tutan coming in here, splooging some more subbies. How about Tinlin Tutan hooking up Mahoney with a subby? W Mahoney, W Tinlin Tutan. How about Tinlin Tutan hooking up Slim and Jimmy? Not Slim Jimmy, Jesus. Anybody you know who Slim Jimmy is? You guys remember that goat?
Of course, dude.
What's Slim Jimmy doing these days?
Probably got feet kicked up,
Laying low.
counting money.
Ray
Ray Shremmer
Shremmer
deals.
used to have just bangers on bangers on bangers. And all of a sudden, they fell off the face of the earth. And it was just Sway Lee doing his own thing. You think Slim Jimmy is just chilling? Feet
Probably.
kicked up, probably in a mansion somewhere. Yep.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
counting guap.
I do not blame him. W. Tinlin Tutan, we appreciate you, Beast. You're him. You've dropped a lot of subbies today. You're going for that. You're going for that crown, the Sade Whiteman crown. Okay. Dubs.
Sade Crown.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Big Cheesy. I did see that video of the kid in high school football kid who chucked his helmet and cost his team a state championship. Certainly a me guy move. I feel bad for that kid. I think his emotions got the best of him, but you cannot be acting up until the fat lady has sung and the clock strikes 0. So this kid pretty much was celebrating and throwing his helmet in the football state championship. Ended up costing his team a penalty. They had to punt. The punter shanked the punts. Next thing you know, the other team's kicking a game-winning field goal. Next thing you know, the kid who threw his helmet cost his team a state championship.
That's just really bad, man.
Insane.
Really bad.
Insane.
Just.
Yep.
Yeah, the March Madness take too. That was the worst. One of the worst takes I've seen.
What did he say about March Madness?
Said it sucks. Like it's an embarrassment to sports.
Oh,
Like,
that's
what,
Joel
dude?
Klatt digging his heels in, trying to make it seem like college football is 10 times better. It's not. Might be 2 times better. Not 10 times better.
Yeah, it's like
That's
especially
Joel
like
Klatt having
the
a pea-sized
playoffs.
brain.
The playoffs, the March Madness, like I feel like March Madness is quite easily the best out of
Yeah, you
maybe
could-
any sport.
You
could
could
argue.
not fuck with college basketball.
No.
You could not want to watch, a slate like tonight, sure. But not like in March Madness. You're
March
making that up.
Madness is just.
I've
I mean,
never
it's
heard of
peak.
someone not liking March Madness.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure viewer-wise, it's second behind the Super Bowl.
Everybody loves March Madness.
Yes. No
I've
matter.
never heard a single person
Yeah.
say they don't like March Madness.
No,
That's Joel Klatt
That's
trying to do
ridiculous.
too much.
ridiculous.
That's him trying to give a shit take.
It's
It
a
goes
shit
viral.
take.
Yep. On
Hate the whole
Believable.
Cinderella doesn't deserve to be their argument that he and everybody else is trying to push.
Mm.
Cinderella fucking wins.
Well,
every year.
Rav told me there's zero chance that Cinderella will ever win in the CFP.
In the CFP.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I don't
true.
like why, and why would we not put him in there to find out?
Mm.
That's
Like
the
what-
best
Well,
part of the.
I guess
March
the argument
Madness.
would be they get their cheeks bent over
Yeah.
and clapped every time they play.
The thing is, like, not every time though.
Yeah, pretty much every time.
You
mean,
just
How many people legitimately thought that Michigan was going to boat race TCU?
Might be
There's
the
a lot.
and again, I wouldn't call TCU a true underdog story if we're being real. They're not.
They're an underdog story.
No, they're not.
Yes, they were.
It is a Texas football school.
That came from the Mountain West.
Dude, it's not an underdog story. Not compared to JMU.
Yeah, I mean, not compared to JMU.
Not compared to Tulane.
They're not Tulane and JMU.
No.
But
If Tulane and JMU pulled off something and won a couple games in the playoffs, people would be losing their fucking minds.
Well, yeah, of course. It's not that, but it's definitely, that's quite easily the biggest upset, the only upset that there's been in the CFP era, really.
Yeah.
Because like the only
And
other
TCU.
the only other ones have been like the Ohio States that are +2.
yeah.
Between blue bloods, those have been the only dogs to win.
I don't know. I just think people bitching about there being more football is brain dead.
Yeah. I want 16 teams. If we're going to expand it, do it right. Make it 16 teams, more games. Would have loved to hate watch Diago Pavia one more time. Would have loved it. Would have loved it. Yep. The way FAU had their run, yeah, they're fun in college basketball, college football playoff. will never allow a team to have a chance, Zapix is saying. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, they have JMU and Tulane in the college football playoff this year. So
You also got to realize
they're giving the majors a chance.
This is the first 2 years that they've had a team in. So like now, kind of balance it out. You're going to see a lot more teams that are building, knowing that they have the playoff bit, compared to like what the last couple of years were, where you don't really have a shot. Why the fuck would you commit to those teams? You're just rather going to take, if you're a guy that's kind of teetering between being the guy that starts at a G5 or rides the bench at a Power 4, if you have the playoff bid on the line and you want to go to, let's say, a Tulane or a JMU, now you probably are going to go there and start. If you got a playoff bid on the line, you're going to find that out.
Yep.
I mean, Team Sharp, I would, because I'm a football fan. I don't care about the quality of the game. Doesn't matter to me. They earned it. They made it in there by the stipulations of the committee. I'm going to watch the game.
Yeah. Let's not forget, too, the only reason that JMU Oregon is a thing is because Duke lost to a group of 5 school in Tulane, who's in the playoff. Like, they take care of business and beat a group of 5 school that shouldn't be on the same field as you, and we don't have this issue.
Yeah, I guess. It just sucks that game cost the ACC another team in the playoffs when that game was more, that Duke-Tulane game was more than, an ACC team versus a mid-major. That was the Darian Mensa Bowl. There was some hate. There was some added motivation in that game where a school felt wronged. A school felt like they got, a little broed by Darian Mensa, saying, you guys aren't good enough for me. I got to get a Duke and go to a better school and take the NIL handout. That game meant more for Tulane, and it showed. Yeah. I mean, the effort was off the charts. Their defense looked great for the first time this whole season.
Off the charts. But that does not that didn't change the number of teams the ACC got it. The only reason Miami was in the first place is because they didn't want to leave the ACC out. They were only getting 1 in, either way.
Could have been 2. Should have been 2.
There's no chance they're putting it 2.
You could put 3 in. You could give a handout to UVA if you want, the season they had this year.
Crap.
That's the best season UVA football will ever have.
There's no way you're doing gymnastics on the ACC just to give UVA a handout.
Duke should have been in. Miami 100% should be in. They are. Good to see the committee do the right thing. Fuck Notre Dame. And then you can make an argument UVA. You can make an argument the Hokies with all the hype. Could have been put in this puppy. Let's see what Kyron Drones is capable of in a playoff game.
There it goes.
Let's see what Kyron Drones can cook up one last time.
I can't with Krabs.
And the mic's
before he heads over
off.
to the Tokyo Gas creators. And now the mic's broken.
Right. Let me just.
Worth it. That's good.
Goots, get down and dirty. Get down and dirty and fix that thing, Goots. Bye-bye.
So you break it back?
Why don't we do, if people are mad about shit teams in the college football playoff, let's have a college football playoff, and then let's have a world championship with just the ACC in a bracket.
Dude.
Have that be a world championship ahead of the college football playoff. Means more, better, cooler trophy.
Should be a rule, though. You can't be in the ACC championship, world championship, if you lose to 2 group of 5 teams.
Yeah. Yeah. It sucks because those are 2 of the best group of 5 teams we might ever see. Ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
Ever. You saw one better last year.
Like that view chat?
Boise?
Yes.
Boise sucked. They had a good running back.
No, dude. Boise was better, easily better than Tulane and UConn.
I don't know if they're better than UConn.
What do you mean? Krabs?
I'm team put UConn in the playoffs. I'd like to see them in the playoffs. Vagnano's a beast. All their whole starting roster is going to be playing in Power 4 conferences here. Everybody.
I mean, maybe, but Boise was easily better. Boise was legitimately a top 12 team last year. They didn't need the group of 5 bid. This is truly just.
Give me a world championship with the Hokies versus CJ Bailey and NC State, and that's good enough for me. Keep them off to the side. They're too good for the playoffs. If you're not going to put 2 teams in, let's do 2 tournaments.
I'm so out.
Have we talked about Javon Bennett yet?
Javon Bennett, run the ball. They're playing FSU.
You're muted.
Krabs muted. Javon Bennett's playing FSU. don't really have to sell you on how horrific their defense is. He's coming off of, his lowest usage game, or one of his lowest usage game, and definitely his lowest minutes because they blew out UNF last game. And he only played 23 minutes, took 10 shots, 2 of 6 from 3. He's going to be splooging tonight, regardless of where that total ends up, because ticking down a little bit, but it's at 160. We know FSU can't guard a parked car, no matter if it's the point of attack guys or anybody in the paint. I think this is a game that the Dayton guards have their absolute way with it. Starts with their highest usage guy. We've seen him, especially in these bigger games, like UVA, he took 22 shots. Like Cincinnati, he took 15, even though he shot toward eights. This screams like a super high usage game for him, and I think he's going to absolutely go off. So that's another simple-ish square that I think is great.
Already locked in the sharp port. Get in the Twitch. Get involved.
2 tournaments for the Hokies to be in the playoffs. Might be top 3 Krabs moments. You're probably right, Trenty. You're probably right. Just unbelievable. 2 separate playoffs.
Yeah, 2 brackets. One that matters and means something, and then one for all the handouts. So you got to give to all the other conference winners, all the group of 5 winners. You could rename that one the handout playoff, and then the real playoff will be the world championship.
So winning a conference is a handout?
If it's not the ACC, yeah. Dude, if your team was in a conference, you'd understand this.
I don't need to be in a conference.
Right? You're right. You actually don't. It's kind of bullshit.
So Indiana got a handout.
Well, Indiana, they earned their keep this year. I'll give them that. They earned their keep this year.
Only team to earn it that didn't win the ACC.
We don't join a conference, so you guys just continue to talk about Notre Dame and bitch about it.
No, you don't join a conference, so you have an easier path to the playoffs.
Oh.
Although it fucked you this year. So suck it.
That's not the entire
And now there's been a
truth
deal
about it.
made behind closed doors. Hands have been shaken.
Yeah.
Promising that Notre Dame makes the playoffs if they're top 10
Why
team
don't
in
you
the
get
country.
your AD up and moving and do that?
With Babcock's too busy
I
bringing in
know.
James Franklin and
Yeah.
cheating on his wife, Goots.
Okay, well, I'm
He
sorry.
doesn't have time to make those deals.
I'm sorry we're smarter than Blacksburg,
He's too
Virginia.
busy getting kicked out of his home.
That's a you problem, not a me
Airbnb.
problem. That's a you problem.
Oh, Goots.
My
Goots.
God.
Also, side note, chat, we're doing our Bookit White Elephant. That's what it's called.
Yes.
The White Elephant.
Yes.
People are just supposed to know what that means. We're doing a Bookit White Elephant later today. I cannot wait to see what gift Goots has brought. He's been very sneaky about it. He said he was driving us home from Night Sweats last night. He said, "Don't fucking look in the back."
Well,
I was
you're
like,
not
"Goots,
supposed
dude."
to see it. That's the point of White Elephant. But
I
being
was
in
like,
the
"Goots,
office,
it's not that deep.
yeah, it's impossible for people to not see you bring.
Wasn't
in
it
the gift.
wrapped or in a bag or something?"
It's in a bag, but no, but you know what bag is mine now. That's the problem.
I honestly don't.
Okay, well then
Yeah,
that's fine then.
When Goots talks, I do listen. I give him a lot of shit, but when he talks, I listen. I did not look at that bag.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm very, very curious to hear what Goots, did Goots go get a play like a champion today, Tal?
I almost went so off plot and just got some crazy shit.
Dude, I was thinking about going just so off plot. The $50 is more restrictive than I realized.
Yeah, no, it is.
I mean,
You're right.
yeah.
I was like,
Especially if you ordered something online. but-
yeah, I was looking online like a couple days ago or even like a week ago, and I was like, shit, dude. Kind of handcuffed, dude. It's tough.
If I had time to get a Pete Alonso sweater here, I would have gotten it.
Yeah.
But
Goots, luckily, they probably
agreed
don't
on
make
it.
those yet.
We agreed on the day a little too late. So
I know. That's why I was asking the other day. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck, dude. We're probably already on the cutoff.
Yeah, my gift isn't
anything good.
My gift isn't as crazy as I think you think it might be.
Goots just got a $100 tight ends gift card.
Dude, I was thinking about that. I was right by there.
That would have been good. That
I was
would've been
right
good.
by there the other day, and they didn't have gift cards. I went and looked.
Yeah, I minus 1,000. Trent just went to the card shop and bought a box.
Chaco, we'll record it.
Yeah, we're gonna film it so you guys can see what we did. I didn't go that crazy, I'll be honest, but
I
excited
didn't
for you
get
guys to
crazy
see my
either.
gift. I'll be honest, mine is not really that close to the $50 limit. Mine's not really
That's
that
fine.
close.
It's supposed to be under
Yeah,
the-
it's definitely
the
under.
limit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely under.
Mine's like right on the line.
We could live it, but I'd rather just record it, I think, and post it as clips.
Yeah.
Right?
You need to see the fluff.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of mini ketchups. You know what? I do have a ketchup.
No shot you have mini ketchups
I should have put that
in
there.
backpack. Krabs, this at some point we have to have
We were
discussions.
talking about this on Sweats. Do you guys ever just steal the
Nah.
hotel mini ketchups?
Nah.
Put them in your backpack on the way home? I'm going to put this right on here.
Nah. I thought you were talking about the little ones that are like
Get
skinny.
the free ads off the desk,
No,
man.
these guys.
That's a fat one.
Yeah, there's a lot of ketchup in here.
Nah.
And they're like kind of fun to, you'd like smack it to get it out. It's kind of high. It's high class.
You need to be boiled.
High class ketchup.
Boiled.
Surprised I didn't shatter on the plane.
All that for ketchup is crazy.
That's one little serving for old Krabs. Yep.
But like that's the part of it I don't understand. It's not like you can't get that anywhere.
Well, it hits different coming out of that little glass tube.
But like you can buy a thing at Target.
Yeah, but it's plastic.
You can buy a glass thing at Target.
I don't think you can.
Yes, you can.
I was there yesterday. I know
You can buy glass.
Yes.
You can buy it in
ketchups.
every single possible
Rav
thing.
looked me in the eyes yesterday. He promised
He's
me. He
wrong.
said you can only buy those in Europe.
He's wrong.
No, you can buy those.
I
You
was
can buy it
thinking to
in
myself,
55 different containers anywhere.
I don't know if you could buy the glass ones in the store, but I'm sure you could get your hands on them.
Yeah,
I'm sure you could get your hands on
but
them.
like it's still ketchup.
So
How
many
different could it be?
restaurants have the glass ones.
It hits different coming out of the glass. I'm telling you. It
Like you're
does.
not sipping it. It's not like a Coke.
Good.
Then you need to be shot in GTA if you're sipping catch.
It's the ketchup commercial you guys have seen during the NFL games. They have the glass bottle. It's the ketchup's coming out. It looks fire. Gets me all riled up. That'd be ketchup.
Truthfully, just. Truthfully, just.
Yeah, Rab doesn't know ball. I don't know why I listened to him about that. Okay. Jocko's sending links to the glass ketchup bottle right now as we speak in the chat. There it is. That's on some weird website, though. Some weird secret website.
That's
That could
the-
be fake ketchup,
That's
too.
literally the restaurant store. Have you never heard of the restaurant store?
No.
Where,
It's,
where
honestly,
restaurant owners go to get their
Ooh.
Yeah,
their
it's like
meats.
the wholesale place.
Yeah.
That could be fake ketchup, though. That's like a fake,
No,
a fake dab
it's a
cart.
real store.
That is a fake dab card.
That's like a fake dab cart. That's a fake.
What do you mean?
That could be a fake ketchup. You got to buy it from the source. You got to buy it from Heinz. I was making fun of Rab yesterday, too. I was like, how cheap can your football team be to have to sell out and change the name of your stadium or your field from Heinz Field, a legendary, one of the only names around the league where the sponsor name stuck and you call it Heinz Fields. And they were too broke. They had to change the name to whatever the hell. I don't even remember what it is now because it's irrelevant. That's sad.
Acusure.
That's kind of a broke boy move. by the
Acusure.
Steelers.
Something like that.
Acusure.
Acrisure.
Yeah.
Acusure. Kind of a broke boy move from the Steelers, I'll say it.
Yeah, that was one of the cooler names.
Give Heinz Field a hometown discount. Give Heinz a hometown discount. And keep it Heinz Field.
Probably should.
Right? Tinlin Tutan goading up today. Tinlin Tutan is going for the MVP of the stream today. He just gave Bunklin a resub. W. Bunklin. Okay. W. Chaco as well. Appreciate you. Yep. Could not have been easier to find the glass ketchup bottle.
Let's get to Pikkit Pro, man.
Let's get to Pikkit Pro. And yeah, the spicy ketchup from Whataburger is actually good. Sports guy. Yep.
Rav was telling us while
Yep.
we were ripping pork that you were involved last night.
Yeah. So
Just-
good.
It's the most like unexpected Krabs restaurant.
Whataburger?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the best burger in town.
I'm not fully disagreeing with
Yeah,
you,
it's
but
the
like,
best burger in town.
it just doesn't really click or seem like a restaurant you just be all in on, but it is.
Yeah. No, I'm all in on Whataburger. The honey butter chicken biscuits, too, are elite. Absolutely elite.
Really good.
Yep.
Really good.
All right. W. Tinlin Tutan blessing up Blunt Smoke with another subby. Tinlin Tutan is doing the Lord's work today, that's for sure.
Dave Blunts.
W. Tinlin Tutan hooking up Blunt Smoke 2 with a subby. And yeah, Culver's does clear. I'll give you that. Culver's does clear.
So good, dude.
Culver's does clear. But yeah, Culver's and Whataburger, they're up there in the GOAT combo.
Goats.
And Five Guys. All right, awesome. We could talk about burgers all day, but let's look at some splits. Let's check out Goots' Spurs splits and see how they're looking for the NBA Cup game tonight. Very, very curious. Let's check it out. Are people betting on the Spurs? Yeah, they are. They are. They're betting on the Spurs. Not really surprised after the Spurs just handed the Thunder their second loss of the season, right? So a little trendy. Wemby's back, so I'm not surprised to see the Spurs a little public. Knicks have been up and down this season at times. I feel like the Knicks are probably the play on the spreads. I think the Spurs are just a little too public, a little too trendy, and I wanted to fade them coming off that big win against the Thunder. I lean the Knicks, and I lean the under in this game. What about you?
Yeah, I want to take the under. Total's rising because if this were a regular season game, it would 100% make sense for it to be rising because, I mean, the Knicks, especially been good on defense lately, but through
Yep.
this little super hot streak, I mean, they've been scoring 1 billion points a game. You got the Spurs with Wemby back. But, I mean, this game, if you're the Knicks and you've had a problem defending spot-ups all year, you got Wemby involved, you're probably going to start making everybody on the court go one-on-one.
Mm.
Like, I think that'll slow everything down. It's like, it feels like a little fake sharp move up to me.
Okay. Also, I just dropped the Sharp Report 4-man in the Twitch chat. I'm sure Gucci right now is goading up and plopping that puppy in the YouTube chat as well. Okay. Dubs. And yeah, I like the under in this game as well, Jovan. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right. What do you guys like in this NBA Cup game tonight, chat? Any thoughts? You back in Goots' Spurs? You taking the Knicks? Over, under? You got any squares you like? Let me know. Let me know. Curious. Okay. We can also take a peep at the splits in the Jacksonville State bowl game for tonight. Would love to do that.
Would love that.
Check those splits. See how they're looking. Okay. Fun facts. Tin Lin celebrating 55 months of marriage. Wow. Okay.
No.
You know you're in love when you count out the months. That's very impressive. Very impressive,
That
Tin Lin
is.
210. You got a strong marriage, strong bond. Everyone can see it. Clear as day. Okay. Gosh, 55 months. That's impressive. All right. Let's check out these splits. Looks like Jacksonville State, a hair public. Just a hair on the ML and the spreads. Honestly, I thought they'd be more public on the ML with them being used as a parlay piece, but
Pretty much a pick 'em.
pretty
So I
much a
guess
pick
it's
'em. That's
the
probably what
same.
most people are betting on. Right?
Yeah. Fuck a sell job. We be fucking cashing.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Slander getting involved with the resub as well. 19 months. W Slander. Appreciate you, Slander. You're goated. You're goated. All right. Awesome. We've not gone over the Tennessee game yet, Aogons. I'm down to take a peep at the college basketball board, though, and check out some splits. W3 stream streak as well, Estamico. Appreciate you, boss. Okay. Let's take a peep at some games. Yeah, Louisville, Tennessee. Let's see. This is probably game of the night. Two teams with a lot of potential. Gillespie is an absolute studs. Louisville's stacked. I'm not surprised to see Tennessee catching steam here and flipping to a fave. I thought they already should have been a fave at home in this game, to be honest with you.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Like,
I
shouldn't.
mean, if it wasn't enough for the entire Twitterverse to be on Tennessee, I'm shocked that they were dogs to begin with in this game.
So am I. And that's probably what's going to keep me off of Tennessee in this game. For sure, they flipped to a favorite. They should have already been a favorite. I know they're coming off of 3 losses, excuse me. So maybe that's why they're getting some disrespect. They have lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But they're home. They're still ranked. We know their team is ultra talented. Thought that was kind of weird, seeing them open up a dog, even if coming off of 3 straight losses. Thought that was weird.
Yeah. Felt really odd to me.
Okay. Well, Louisville had a bad loss a couple games ago, but they have since bounced back with a win against Indiana, big-time win, and a big-time win against Memphis, where they put up 100 points against Memphis, dude. Louisville might just be good. Pat Kelsey, great coach. Liam McNeely, solid player. He's coming off a shit game, though. Smartest move that kid ever made was getting out of Charlottesville. That's for sure. And they've got a ton of talent on that Louisville team as well. So, yeah, I'll probably stay off because I got two conflicting thoughts in this game where Louisville's probably sharp, considering they opened up a fave. Don't want to fade Tennessee coming off of 3 straight L's, but certainly not betting on them since they open up a dog at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird because, like, I think this game, I don't know. We talked about it with, I think, one of the last games, but Pat Kelsey, great coach, but if they're not shooting the ball well, he has no adjustment, which total's high, as it should be, at 156.5. That feels more like a Louisville total than a Tennessee total, which also scares me about Tennessee. But if they come out not shooting the ball all that well, Tennessee could destroy them.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all you're betting on in this game.
Okay. All right. Any other college basketball games worth our time? Florida State, Dayton. You have any thoughts on the side or total on that one?
Yeah, I mean, my heart says FSU.
Okay.
Or not heart, head says FSU.
Wow.
I just don't I don't know what Florida State is because, like, you're going to run into, they've been so bad for really the past couple weeks. I mean, the last game, UMass, maybe they're the best team of all time because they just beat BC and FSU back to back. But giving up 100 points to UMass, no matter how bad we already know your defense is, that should be a crime against humanity. So, I mean, you're playing a team that's a little slower, but definitely a better team, and you're on the road now. It just screams one of those college basketball spots where they somehow figure it out in this one. But I don't think it's going to come at a shortage of points. Their defense is still horrific.
Yeah. They are horrific. All right. Fuck a sell job. We be eating rocks. Yep, Jay Thorpe, attaboy. Could not have said it better myself. All right. UNC Greensboro is a favorite. Dead Larry Bird's eyeing. Let's see. UNC Greensboro -6.5 against NC-A&T. I mean, they should be favorites against NC-A&T if you put the records to the side. They're a better ball club than NC-A&T, a team that was literally rigging games last year. But yeah, I can see why that line sticks out a little bit. That's pretty fat. -6.5 for a team that's struggled the majority of the season. They are coming off an outright win as +7.5 dogs on the road against ECU, though. So I don't know if this is the time to back UNC Greensboro, but I hear you. I hear you. Now, that spread also has moved from 7.5 to 6.5. So it is moving towards NC-A&T. Probably a stale spot for me, but I hear you. I hear you. And now Gav is taking the Keldon Johnson threes over, and now the guy has not shot a single three all game. W's.
Yeah. We want to talk about it. I heard no recap yesterday from Gav on his Gibbs Devontae touchdowns.
Wow, that's pretty sad. There was no recap.
That squeaked.
Pretty sad there was no recap there because that was the greatest play of all time.
That squeaked somehow, some way.
I mean, Gav Fitz and Rich Major hit yesterday on Surge somehow. That's a three-piece. Gav Fitz and Rich Major. Wow.
That's a three-piece.
Should have had them in the lineup.
Dude, I guess there's no Surge today, but future Surge, we need the whole trio out there.
We do. The big three. The big three. Any plays on the ice that you're eyeing? Also, I'm seeing Austin Rendies keeps saying Creel's bumped up to 109.5. I'm still seeing him at 98.5 on Prize Picks. So
yeah, I'm still seeing that.
Are you seeing that on Prize Picks, Austin? Are you seeing that on the books or what? Because I see him at 98.5 on Prize Picks. Okay?
Still seeing it. The ice. Tell you what I'm getting, Krabs. I'm getting the Dustin Wolf itch again.
Yeah.
I think he's sneakily been really, really good as of late. And again, it's not all on him because the defense hasn't been god awful like it usually is lately. But this game, late night in San Jose against the Sharks, who are also coming off of just a Booper Bowl game with, I think, double-digit goals. Let me double-check that before I say it. But yeah, 6-5 in OT against the Pens. They're just coming home from a long road stand, 5-game road stand. I think this is an under game.
Okay.
I like this under.
Okay.
Obviously a little biased, but
yeah,
has as much to do with the Sharks, I guess, as it does with Dustin Wolf and the Flames.
It is your team, man. You love betting on them.
Sometimes.
Yep.
Can only bet on them so many times as a side just because it's like betting. It's like betting on Cincy sometimes because it's Sorsby 1v11. Sometimes it's Dustin Wolf 1v6.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to do it all himself. I am now seeing Caden Creel bumped up to 109.5.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
Oh.
It's very unfortunate. Yep. I'm going to send a backup lineup. I already placed it, so I still feel good about it. I still think the less than hits, but I am going to send a backup sharp report four-man here and switch out Caden Creel for Mr. Melvin Council, less than 14.5 points.
Yeah.
Lock that in a four-man as well.
I wouldn't be too worried about bumps.
Yeah, I still like it. It's just I want to set another lineup here with Melvin Council.
Yeah. Bumps in bowl games, too, I mean, typically mean nothing and might end up going the other way because Cam Cook got bumped down briefly before he got bumped up.
Wow.
20 more yards.
Okay.
So God knows what they're doing there. Caples and also got bumped down before the game in the LA Bowl. So God knows.
Not just the LA Bowl, John, the bucked up LA Bowl.
Yeah, the bucked up LA Bowl. That was, I mean, just awful football.
Awful.
Horrific football. Maddox Madsen is just, but they had Gronk on the broadcast because I guess that's the bowl that he like half sponsors. He had no idea what to say.
Okay.
He was
No prep work from Gronk whatsoever.
Not a bit of prep work. He had no idea who was on the field. It was they had him on there like before Washington even scored. So it was like 3-0 end of the first quarter or something. He's like, man, we've got just a heck of a ball game here so far. There's been like 2 positive plays and 4 punts.
Unbelievable.
It's like it's just riveting football here, man. I'm like, okay, Gronk.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Ray De La Coca says, look at the Keldon Johnson rebound square. Yeah, could not be more green. Keldon Johnson, 3.5 rebounds. Could not be more
Johnson
green.
Rebound.
It might just be the fade Keldon Johnson day.
Yeah, that could be. Sneak have your full PRA fade in the lineup.
Yeah. That rebound square is crazy. I might need to lock that in with a 2-piece. Maybe just with Jalen Brunson less than points. That is the taco today.
Yeah, it is the taco.
What do you got, Goots?
You got to get Judge involved.
Ooh, yeah.
God, I love encouraging Krabs to take Judge lineups.
Yeah.
When are we betting JKS? Christmas Eve, howitzers. You will never see a square bunch of plays from me, even though Cam Cook is pretty square, but square plays in number in a bowl game than what I will be doing for Cal Hawaii.
Okay.
That's just the Hawaiian Booper Bowl, all overs, over in the game. We'll be dropping that. Christmas Eve with the fam and JKS.
If you want to tail 3-piece for tonight / this MLB season, Keldon Johnson less than 3.5 rebounds, Jalen Brunson less than 30.5 points, fading the taco, and Aaron Judge less than 49.5 home runs. There he goes. See ya. Just don't let his wife drive home.
Nah.
Don't let her operate a car.
Nah.
That is the don't let her operate a car 3-piece of the season.
That is just.
I'll go there. Yep.
Truthfully just.
I'll go there. I'll say it. Yep. Kyle Raleigh under home runs has to be placed. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
That will have to be placed in something. I hate rooting against big country though, man.
It's not
Or
fun,
big dumper.
but it's just like that's one
Hate
of those.
rooting against him.
That's one of those just like junior. You know he's not going more than his home run.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a question? I want you to be honest with me. You really think Aaron Judge is hitting 50? Do you? You think after the last 2 years, you think he's going out there healthy as an ox, leading his team to another playoff run, hitting 50 bombs? Do you really, in your heart, believe that Aaron Judge is hitting 50 home runs? Do you? I want to know. Let me know. He's made of glass, kind of. He's getting hurt. Tinley 210 says yes. Seaborn says I do. Gav says, I mean, if placing money on them, just fade you like last season again. Yes. Gav, your grammar is absolutely dog shit. Your grammar is terrible.
He capitalizes every letter.
word, though.
It is hard to read, Gav. It is hard to read, brother. It really is.
Well,
ZC Nukes get involved with a resub. There we go, ZC Nukes.
if it makes you feel any, I mean, not that you need anything to feel better, maybe the chat would on fading Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
I mean, what pitching staff in the AL East is not getting significantly better?
All the Orioles.
I'm putting that in the tank of they're going to.
Yeah. Well, that's going to change.
They're going to get somebody, as much as I hate to say it. The Rays are getting half their rotation back, at least for however long they stay healthy. The Red Sox made ads. The Jays have made ads, but also like have Savage, like newer in the rotation now. But like all those rotations are so much better, or going to be so much better.
Gav, can I ask though, like why capitalize every word in the sentence? Is it to try to stand out, to be different? Is that what you think you actually do in a sentence?
I feel like that
What
would
do
be
you think, Gav?
such a bitch to type out.
It's got to be inconvenient hitting that shift button that much,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, Jocko said it best because he be cashing.
Yeah.
Because fuck a sell job, he be cash.
you fucking cash.
That's why. That's why. Because fuck a sell job. There you go, Turner That is kind of contrarian from Gav, I will say, capitalizing every word.
That
Yep.
is low key.
That is a little contrarian. I'll give him that. I respect it. Fuck a sell job.
We
All right.
be fucking cash.
We be cash. All right, let's move. And Goots now has that 3-piece lineup up on the boards. Sure. Sure. All right.
Chad, we were just discussing this while we move. Who we put in the go well? Trent, I don't know.
MLB go Wills?
Huh?
MLB go Wills?
Yeah, I'm starting to get the wheels turning on some goats. So is Trent. Trent's dying on the Roman Anthony Hill already.
I don't get that.
I was shocked to hear that. Maybe that's a card thing. He just wants a prospect in there, but we put in the go well.
Might have to run back Dylan Cruz. You might have to run back the Steals.
Think I am.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if he was fully healthy, he was damn near tripling that line.
Yeah.
Yep. Ellie is also probably going to be.
Wow. That sucks, though, because Ellie's terrible.
Well, he was playing hurt, Krabs.
Oh, he's playing like shit.
He was, but he was hitting like 300. Second half of the year, he was hitting like 240 beginning of the year, bunch of home runs. Then he got hurt, started hitting for less power, better average second half. Now I think he's going to be fully healthy and hitting for power, which is why the home runs are probably going to be in there.
He played 162 games last year.
Yeah. He was playing through injuries.
Yeah, he had 264. Go ahead and hand him the MVP trophy now.
Dude.
Thoughts on, let me throw one in the ring here.
Throw one.
I mean, we have to see what happens with said person, but Lindor, after all the talk that's been going on about him in the locker room.
I feel like he's not leaving that team.
No, I don't think so either.
That would be.
Oh, you're saying
really
take one of the squares.
That would be such a Krabs angle to take one of Lindor or Soto after Pete leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. He's up for 28.5 home runs.
Lucky. Oh, Trenty, yes. Absolutely. Maybe it was you tagged me or told me something about that, but yeah. Matt Boyd is definitely a candidate.
Yeah, I'm going to
fade
to be the ERA fade.
I might try and trade him. He's
Yeah.
on my fantasy team for the season.
Sure. All right. It's not Lindor. Jeff the Squirrel McNeil is a cancer. I find that hard to believe, but
He's not even playing anymore.
Okay.
Law dog.
I know Cruz went to the Derby and proceeded to not even hit his line.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's always at least one guy every year whose swing gets completely fucked up.
Yeah.
And there were arguably two this year.
Yeah. I think James Wood was more just pitchers making adjustments.
Yeah, I think he's just young. You got to figure out his approach. He'll be fine.
Just like Abrams in his rookie year, struggled in the second half mightily.
Yeah.
And then the next year came out strong. I think you'll see that with James Wood this upcoming season. I'm excited for the Nats. I'm excited for baseball. Sneakily, only, 4 months away. So
100 days.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, LNMG, load up that gunner on there, brother. Good luck with that.
I would just really enjoy sweating a gunner under in the go well.
Do it.
It'd be so fun.
Do it.
So fun.
I don't know if we want to fade low.
No, yeah, I know.
Right?
I'm just talking more just like sitting in front of the TV. There's not many guys. Like I'd just be super excited to hate watch.
Yeah.
Gunner, I would absolutely be.
Yeah.
Practically, is it smart? No, because he just had the dog shit season. But I would love to just sit in front of the TV, turn it on, and just hate watch a bozo.
He had injury to start the year, and he had a power problem this year. He was hitting a lot of line drives, no nukes. He didn't have a bad year, Javon.
He had a pretty shit year, Gates.
With his standards, probably, yes, but it wasn't a
He
bad
has no
year.
standards yet.
He has standards.
I don't know if we
He's
can
like
say
top.
standards.
He's top 8 in MVP odds. He was last year too.
He's had like what 2 full seasons?
Yeah.
For a player on the cover of MLB The Show last year, he had a down year.
Okay. Yeah, he was hurt a little bit. The whole team had a down year.
Yeah. They did, and they need to figure it out. For my grandma.
Nats making incredible signings.
Really?
No, just random absolute guys that I've never heard of.
Nice.
Foster Griffin.
Oh yeah, I've heard great things.
From the NPB.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Lefty.
Pitcher?
Yeah.
Wow. I cracked last year.
Lefty pitcher. Doesn't throw hard. Throws a million pitches.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe that sounds like Krabs.
Shinosuke Ogasawara. Who, I don't know if he's on the team anymore.
People could, that might be the worst signing in history. I'll say it.
I mean, yeah, that was also involved in why I think Rizzo got canned. Because Rizzo has never expanded into the international market, and that was like the laziest way to do it, is take a flyer on a shitty pitcher. It was so weird. We were the only team that gave a bid for Ogasawara.
That's just,
Wonder why.
I wonder why.
Dude throws 85. All right.
Foster Griffin, by the way, tops out at 90.
Well, so he's got some good off speed.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. It's about that time, chat. Can we stay hot? Again, like I said earlier, I don't want to jinx it, but we are 11-4 in December on squad rides. 11-4. The haters have been quiet. Let's keep moving and grooving. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's cash another squad ride tonight. Goots, if you're around, if you're local, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. Stops. All right, chat. Let's lock in. I'm going to put my foot down here and vouch very hard for the Towson Tigers.
Wow. Foot down for Towson.
We got a lot of, I know it's not the greatest slate today, but we got a lot of options today.
Yeah.
So we got a couple consensus quakes, too. We could just put all 4 plays in, to be honest.
Fuck a sell job. We fucking cashing.
Fucking sell job. We'd be fucking cashing. Let's put all 4 plays in and let's just call it.
Let's call it. This is great. I feel like wherever we go here, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Yep. Love Wright State as favorites against an undefeated team. Love Jacksonville State flipping to a favorite. Line move 4 points. Love Towson, favorite play by far tonight. And I love that sell job from you on the South Carolina Clemson over 142.5. I don't really know why that total's moving up. So, yeah, love all 4 of these plays. We got 4 plays, 4 winners for you guys. You got 4 minutes to lock in your vote. Hurry up, go, go, go. We're dropping the link in the chat if you want to get involved. Please do. Okay, don't just sit there. Get involved. Head over to Twitter. Head over to X, whatever you want to call it. Click on this link that we're dropping in the chats and get your vote in. Get your vote in. Every vote counts. Every vote matters. W Goots, appreciate you spamming the votes. If you can do that in the YouTube chat as well, that would be huge. Okay? Okay. Rito, are you a South Carolina alum? Is he a student? Okay, Rito.
We've got some heinous bowl games next for tomorrow.
Yeah, they saved the best ones for last. So
heinous.
We got some shit bowl games coming up.
Tomorrow, just the ones that are really bad.
I'd still be down to get that Kansas State VT fake bowl game up in the
I would love to see that. Would love that.
Avery Johnson versus Kyron Jones.
Yeah, that would be like a. Who were they playing? Was it Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson on Thursday night, the one night? That would be that game.
That might be the first ever tie.
Yeah, 0-0
in a bowl game. Yep. First ever tie.
First 2 point and triple OT wins?
Yep. Squad ride, we be cashing. Let's go, Jesus.
Chad, anybody else juiced up for the Xbox Bowl or?
Ooh.
You guys gonna be watching Rams Seahawks in the pissing rain, expecting it to be a good game, and it's gonna end up being not, and we're gonna be drowning in coin at the Xbox Bowl.
Oh. Yeah, I've not figured out what I want to do yet. If I want to do sweats or if I want to do Xbox Bowl. We gotta talk about it. Fuck a sell job. We be cashing. Right, chat?
We be
cashing. No surge today, Turner Mac. No surge. We're about to do our Bookit White Elephants. And give some gifts. Okay, Xbox Bowl sweats. Wow, yep. I know some of the squad is going to the Xbox Bowl. Some of the squad is doing night sweats. We have not figured out who's going where. But we're going to figure that out this week. So, yeah, there will be a sweats on Thursday night for you guys during probably the best on paper Thursday night football matchup of the season, which means it'll probably be 10-3.
That game's
final score.
Knock.
Probably.
Knock.
Probably. Yep. Shout out Trent for cashing a 4-man on the surge last night. Shout out us for cashing a Sharp Report 3-man. Shout out Kevin Love for not playing. Crazy. Such a good square. They didn't even play. Let's run it back. Let's hit a 4-man tonight. The links have been dropped in the chat. I'll drop them again. If you guys want to tail the Sharp Report 4-man, here is the link. Okay, I'll drop this puppy for you guys one more time. And do me a favor, make sure you get your vote involved in the Squad Ride BTL poll on X. Get involved.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, pretty good day yesterday. Okay, I appreciate that. Pretty good day.
Great day.
Pretty good day. Coin toss. There will be a coin toss later this week. Yes.
Will be. Coin toss.
Yes.
And you're going to be gone Friday, right? Or am I making that up?
I'll be leaving Friday night. So I'll be here for BCL.
Okay. Some previews out for the playoffs.
Yep.
Huge playoff matchups on Saturday.
Yep.
One not too far from here.
Yeah. Yeah. Trent gift is literally just going to be a box from the card store. Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We kind of discussed that last night.
Yep. Yep. WBTL, W White Elephant. Hope you all have a great holiday party, gents. Yeah, I think we're having a team dinner tonight, too. So, big day for Bookit. We'll put out, if we have any funny clips from the White Elephant, we'll put those puppies out on the feed. We're going to record that whole thing. So, yep. W White Elephant. W stream today. Assuming we'll get the squad ride here in a moment. And appreciate all the subbies that have come in today. We got Jamie Ray Sisson. Don't want to let that one get swept. Slander as well, coming in with a resub here. ZC Nukes. Appreciate you guys. Tinlin 210 had so many subbies today. Really stepped up to the plate. W Tinlin 210, Vat Sal, Tripmeister, and of course, Step Back Harden and our GOAT, Sade Whiteman. Appreciate you, Sade. As always, getting involved, splooging some subbies for the people.
Splooge.
Okay?
Splooge.
Dubs.
Beautiful.
Dubs. All right, chat. Squad ride is
Almost over, but it's looking like Jacksonville State ML.
wow. Chat wants some college football for tonight.
First trip to a bowl.
Okay. Little bowl game squad ride for tonight. Sure. No Towson Tigers. I'm surprised.
Got the Gamecocks
Not
on the
really.
hardwood and the Gamecocks on the gridiron.
A lot of Gamecocks. A lot of them. A lot of them. Yep. Dubs. All right. Squad ride. Jacksonville State on the money line. Love that play. Catching 4.5 points of steam. W stream today, guys. We will be live the rest of the week as well. So appreciate you guys. Make sure you're in there bright and early tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern for the Behind the Lines.